A rancorous debate on inheritance tax is raging across India at present. The concept was spitballed by Sam Pitroda, who is paradoxically the guru as well as acolyte of Gandhi Nehru family. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi further extended the scope of the idea at a rally in Hyderabad. He said about conducting a socio-economic survey using the data collected for some kind of affirmative action. He spoke about redistributing wealth. He spoke about the necessity for creating a level playing field. He wanted development or fruits of development to reach each and every section of the society. Now, all this sounds very noble and attractive to many, but he didn't speak about extending the idea into the political sphere. And nobody asked him also about if the idea can be extrapolated on political sphere. You look at the political scenario in India. It's true, the BJP there is no inheritance. Narendra Modi is a first timer. He began as a tea seller and rose to become the Prime Minister of India. But if you look at the opposition, we find that the opposition politics is dominated by a few dynasties. Of course, the Gandhi Nehru dynasty led by Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi is at the apex. There are many regional dynasties also. Should these dynasties pay some kind of competition to the common man or the other political workers of their own party? Because they have been monopolizing power for long. Nobody has asked this question to Rahul Gandhi or any other politician who belongs to a dynasty, whether it is regional or central. So we need to discuss it among ourselves. Let's empower ourselves reaching a right conclusion. Is not there a need for a level playing field in politics also? Should we bring in a legislation to ensure that? Let's look into the details. Welcome to Insights. This is Hari Kumar. Let's begin with the business and economy. If you look at the richest people in India, we find that every 10 years the list is changing. Now, there are a few people who inherited wealth from their forefathers or who lead family businesses. But many of the richest Indians are first generation businessmen, especially in the information technology or communication, space, defense. All these sunrise sectors, we find a lot of first generation billionaires. Even Mr. Gautam Adani, who owns many ports and airports and other infrastructure in India, he's also a first generation businessman. He began as a small scale businessman and rose up. Now, another important factor is that previously, years back, Birlas were among the top three richest Indians. Bajaj family was also there. There was one name which I'm sure that present day Indians don't remember. That is the Dalmia family. The Dalmias used to hold the number 3 or number 4 position among billionaires in India earlier. So it means that there is a sort of level playing field in business and economy. That is why new businessmen come up and old business groups fall or their dominance disappear. But if you look at the political sphere, that's not happening. Look at the continued dominance of Gandhi Nehru family in Congress. It all started with Motilal Nehru, who was a very powerful lawyer and Congress leader during the period of independence struggle. His son Jawaharlal Nehru became the Prime Minister, and his daughter Indira Gandhi became one of the most powerful world leaders, and she was also the Prime Minister of India for several years. Then there was the reluctant politician Rajiv Gandhi from the family. He was also the Prime Minister of India and the leader of opposition also. After his death, then his wife Sonia Gandhi became the president of Indian National Congress, and then Rahul Gandhi became the top leader of Congress, and it is assured that the dominance of the family in the Congress will continue for several decades. And they are alone. They are not alone, sorry. You look at Kashmir, the Abdullah family. First, it started with Sheikh Abdullah, then the mantle was passed on to Farooq Abdullah, then came Omar Abdullah, and there is another family also, the Mufti Muhammad Said family. If you go to Jharkhand, it is Soran family. In Bihar, it is Lalu Prasad Yadav family. In Uttar Pradesh, you have Mulayam Singh Yadav family. And you go south. Now, when you reach Maharashtra, you find Pawar family members across the hill. They are either in the ruling party or in the opposition. You can't miss them. They are not just in politics, they are very powerful in cooperative sector also. So they are the de facto owners of many cooperative sugar factories also. You go to Telangana, there is the Chandrasekhar Rao family. In Andhra Pradesh, you have got the Reddy, Rajasekhar Reddy family as well as the Interior Rao clan. In Tamil Nadu, you got the Karunanidhi family. Their power is not just confined to politics. Right from media to business and to politics. The grandfather Karunanidhi was the chief minister. His son Stalin is the chief minister at present. He is grooming his son Udayanidhi Stalin as a future chief minister. So if you are not born in the family or not related to Karunanidhi family, and if you are working in DMK, you have very little chance for becoming the Tamil Nadu chief minister as a DMK leader. Now, then the same situation was there to a certain extent in ADMK also. But that has changed because after the death of Jayalalitha, there is no continuity or family relations. Now, what I wanted to say is that if you are in a business or industry, there is a sort of level playing field. But in politics, one hold absolutely zero chance for becoming the leader if you don't belong to any political dynasty. The dynasty works like caste because your power depends on your birth. You cannot achieve it. You have to be born great. So it means that there is little chance for an outsider. Now, what is the empowerment or what is the level playing field Rahul Gandhi speaks? It's not that applicable to politics also, because politics is the one area that decides or drafts policies. Power is actually wealth. Of course, some politicians are not directly involved in business. Their strawmen or binamis are there. But some are directly involved in business, like the Maran family in Tamil Nadu. So it means that unless you create a level playing field in politics, there is no meaning in creating level playing field in business and industry. So by seizing wealth of some businessmen and redistributing it, actually an oligarchy is trying to prevent any chance of the rise of any powerful rival, because they know that if businessmen grow and they become very powerful and they gain some social and political influence, they are going to question the influence of dynasty in many areas. So this is why they want to take away wealth from others. If you look at the opposition alliance, it's almost like an oligarchy. Right from Tamil Nadu to Kashmir, they work like that because they have joined together to protect their interests. Now, you may say that these people have been legitimately elected in the process of democracy. But there are many factors that help a politician to win elections. One is money power, then other is their network. So it means that once you get into power, you have a chance to build all these things. And you have a chance to entrench yourself or your family in power for long. Nowadays, no revolution takes place. So that is a blessing to these families in power. Nobody is going to kill them. Nobody is going to throw them out. So even if they lose elections, they have got immense wealth, their network, their media influence, they can fight back. Now, in this case, the next question is, should we demand a compensation from those families who have monopolized power for decades and even around a century? Absolutely. Because these people have denied opportunities to many in their own party to become leaders. So they have willfully prevented redistribution of power. The value, if you look at the assets of these families, it should not be measured as per their physical assets or their investment in shares. They got huge brand value. So it is that brand value that helps them. You look, if you come, you cannot compare Gandhi Nehru family with any billionaire in India because they are not as rich as this family. Gandhi Nehru family can only be compared with Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or such billionaires in US. So similar is the case of other dynasties also. So it means that they monopolize power and there is no chance for anybody. There is no loophole. So even it's not a bad idea if the government enacts a law saying that if one member from a family became a prime minister, at least for the next generation, nobody from the family should be allowed to become prime minister. Otherwise, what is the difference between a royal dynasty and a political dynasty? The democracy will be rendered meaningless. And in the same way, if a family member is a minister, no other member of family should become a minister because that will increase your network, increase your strength. It means that you get a chance to monopolize power and there is no chance for others to rise in the political realm. So now if you are actually killing competition right in the beginning, there is no chance. So this idea, whether a political inherent, if you get some inherited lineage, if you gain an inherited brand from your forefathers in politics, you need to pay a compensation to others because you have denied them power. So if a level playing field should be built, we should not confine power or to some families or should not allow anybody to monopolize power. We need to discuss this seriously and it should become one of the concepts that needs to be widely discussed and legislations also need to be made. Meet you with another topic next time. Till then, goodbye.